Good morning, I'm Elizabeth Bowers here at the Anne Springs Close Greenway. This morning, John Gordon is here with me, and we are actually down here at the Steel Creek Swinging Bridge, which is an iconic feature here at the Anne Springs Close Greenway, original to the property. Long before we were here, this was an area where the creek was forded, and so this bridge is just a perfect example of what people come here to do. And it wasn't very long ago that it saw a pretty major renovation, and that was not long into John's time. And so I want to talk a little bit about this bridge before we give a new bridge update.
Yeah. So this bridge, we redid this bridge in 2018, and before, when the Greenway was just first starting, Comporium, our partners over at Comporium helped Ms. Close, before the opening of the Greenway, put up some of these bridges. So Comporium, the telecommunications company, came through and helped and sent their folks out here to help us build these swinging bridges. We still have one swinging bridge on the property they built, and that is one of the bridges that we're actually replacing here this winter and spring and summer. But we contracted with Alpine Towers for this swinging bridge. It's inspected yearly. It's to ACCT standards, which is kind of a group that manages high ropes courses, low ropes courses. So we feel really good about the process here. It was funny when we were taking a look at this bridge. We looked at putting it in a couple of different places back in 2017, 2018. But we realized that this was part of the Nation 4 Trail, and this was probably the best place to put a bridge. I remember Ms. Close saying, I don't know why you're looking at different locations. People have been traveling and fording this area for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And she was right. So that's why we have a bridge here today that we're proud of.
And you know, I think as I was thinking about this conversation this morning, one of the things that I thought about was how well this bridge has done this year. You know, we've seen a lot of flash flooding on property. Obviously, we had a major bridge collapse because of all of the water, the storm water that's flowed through the property this year. So building it to these new standards out of the floodplain with this real intentionality, I think is serving us pretty well. And this is a good example of the type of investment we're looking to make at the new bridges. Mm-hmm. So where are we with our new bridge project?
Yeah, so the new bridges, this is going to, I want to be honest, I mean, our new bridges are not going to look like this. Our new bridges are something that you will see like on the Charlotte Greenways. It's a steel truss design. It's up out of the 100-year floodplain, and it'll be even higher than this. We've been doing some engineering and figuring out how to best build these in the most economical way, but also for the longest lasting life of these bridges. So when we start talking about the bridges, they'll have boardwalks, they'll be higher, and they'll be wider. We're replacing the old road bridge by Springfield Parkway, and we're replacing the existing swinging bridge upstream of that bridge, close to the Schwanitz Prairie that we have there. So things are going well. We've selected a contractor. We're going back through design and development, and we look to have meaningful progress on the ground. There's a lot of things going on right now with permitting Army Corps of Engineers, but you'll probably see meaningful progress in December and January, and we hope to have everything wrapped up June, July of 2025. So we're really excited. There's going to be, I think I mentioned this in the other video, you'll see bridges, you'll see progress, and then we've got to get in there and rework some of the trail systems, because the upstream bridge that we use has a lot of issues with that trail system around it. So we're gonna be really intentional and make the trail system sustainable leading up to those new bridges, so everybody can hopefully enjoy them for the next 50 years.
I think the connectivity that those new bridges will bring, the widening, the greater flow of traffic that they'll be able to manage, really speaks to the need. We had over 100,000 people that frequented our Adventure Road and Blue Star entrances last year, and gaining greater connectivity across the property is a big priority for us. One, because we want people to explore all 40 miles of trails. You know, you can come to the Greenway Gateway and experience this, and it's lovely, but there's a lot of Greenway to explore, and these bridges really make that possible for people, and I'm excited for that. All the new people that it will bring, and all of the people that I know care deeply about the connectivity. So we're really excited to bring these projects online. It is going to increase the connectivity across the property, and we're really excited to see that. John, also talk to us about, you know, cost. What is this impact for the Greenway financially?
It's a big impact. I mean, I think when we're looking at a bridge like this, when we did it in 2018, we spent about $150,000. Again, this is not the same bridge. When you look at this area down here, you have a lot of floodplain, so a lot of the flash flooding has a place to spill over its banks. But where we're putting these other bridges, it's very imperative that we get it up and out and have a stronger structure over there. So we're looking somewhere around 1.75 million for 2 bridges. That sounds like an exorbitant amount, but concrete, steel, those types of things to set us up and set our trail system up for the next 50 years, as I mentioned. We're really excited about this because these are main thoroughfares for our trail system. The upstream bridge by the Schweinetz Prairie, we're really excited about it because that provides us access, better access to about 200 more acres of land that we have that was pretty hard to access. So what we'll probably do in the coming months, a year, is really look at that 200 acres and see if we can't really expand our trail system over there on that side. We'll probably ask for some community input, whether they're hiking trails, bike trails, equestrian trails, but really excited. It's a big number. Unfortunately, we've got an endowment. We're going to have to take 2 endowment distributions over the next 2 years to pay for this, but it's the right thing to do. You know, the good thing about the board, and even Miss Close, you know, she thought in years and decades, and not what's the easy fix now. So again, it's a large number, but we feel really good about the process. We feel like we're using our resources to the best possible ability, and we're going to all have something that we can all be proud of, not only for staff but members and donors alike. So.
Yeah, I think it's really a testament. You know, the Greenway is getting ready to celebrate a big birthday next year. It'll be 30 years old, 30 years since it opened officially to the public. And I think, 30 years is a long time for bridges and the lifespan of a facility or infrastructure, but it's really just the beginning of a nature preserve that's protected in perpetuity. And so being able to make these decisions and doing it the right way is really setting it up for the future and for our next generation to be able to enjoy it as much as we do today. So thank you for this update, and we will talk with you all soon.